Hello, my friends, it's Dr. Bill here, and today I want to share with you a recipe that's both comforting and powerful for your heart. Grilled tofu with broccoli. Now, I know when some people hear tofu, they might think, that's not for me. But I promise you, prepared the right way, tofu can be delicious, satisfying, and surprisingly versatile. Paired with broccoli, one of the most heart-friendly vegetables out there, this dish becomes a real winner for anyone who wants to keep their heart strong and their body energized. Why this dish matters now. Heart disease is still the #1 health challenge for older adults in the United States. Nearly half of people over 65 live with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or other cardiovascular issues. That can sound scary, but here's the hopeful part. Research shows that even small dietary changes can make a real difference. When we swap out heavy meat-centered meals for lighter, plant-based options like tofu and broccoli, we give our hearts a much-needed break. Less saturated fat, more fiber, and plenty of protective antioxidants. That's exactly what this recipe delivers. Why tofu and broccoli? I chose this recipe for a few important reasons. Tofu is a clean protein. It gives you all the essential amino acids without the cholesterol and heavy fats found in red meat. Broccoli is a nutrient powerhouse, packed with vitamin C, K, fiber, and compounds that help protect your arteries. Grilling brings flavor. Instead of frying, we'll grill the tofu and broccoli, keeping it light but still tasty. It's affordable and easy, no fancy ingredients or complicated steps. Just simple, real food you can make at home. And one more thing, it looks beautiful on the plate. Golden tofu with bright green broccoli makes a meal that feels both healthy and inviting. A quick patient story. Let me tell you about one of my patients, George. George is 74 and had always been a meat and potatoes kind of guy. When his cholesterol levels came back high, he reluctantly agreed to try some plant-based meals. He told me he felt nervous about tofu. He thought it would be bland. But after grilling it with a little olive oil, garlic, and seasoning, and pairing it with roasted broccoli, he was surprised. He said, "Bill, I didn't miss the steak. It was filling, and I actually felt lighter afterward." Over the next 6 months, George started adding this dish once a week to his dinner rotation. His cholesterol dropped, his energy improved, and he even lost a little weight without feeling deprived. Today, he's one of my biggest tofu fans. Encouragement for you. I know it can feel intimidating to try new foods, especially if tofu hasn't been part of your diet before, but I encourage you to give it a fair chance. This recipe is simple, flavorful, and most importantly, it's kind to your heart. Stay with me until the end of this video. By the time we're done, you'll know how to choose the right type of tofu, season and grill it so it's tasty, not bland. Prepare broccoli in a way that keeps it crisp, green, and full of nutrients. Put everything together for a meal that looks and tastes satisfying. So grab a seat at the table, and let's explore how a humble block of tofu and a bunch of broccoli can come together to make a meal that not only tastes great, but also helps keep your heart healthy and your life full of energy. Because here's the truth, every healthy bite is a gift to your future self. When I recommend a recipe, I don't just think about how it tastes. I think about what it's doing for your heart and your overall health with every bite. Grilled tofu with broccoli is one of those meals that looks simple, but underneath it's a nutritional powerhouse. Let's break down why this dish deserves a regular spot on your table. Tofu, clean, plant-based protein. Tofu is made from soybeans and it's one of the best plant-based sources of complete protein. That means it provides all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to stay strong. Nutritional highlights. Per 3.5-ounce serving, at about 10 grams of protein, only 70 to 80 calories. Very low in saturated fat. Absolutely cholesterol-free tofu also contains minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron, which support bone health, muscle function, and oxygen transport in the blood. Heart health benefit. Unlike animal proteins, especially red meat, tofu delivers protein without raising cholesterol or adding artery-clogging saturated fat. Studies show that replacing animal proteins with soy protein can reduce LDL cholesterol by 4 to 6%. Broccoli. A green powerhouse, broccoli may look humble, but it's one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables around. Nutritional highlights. Per cup, cooked. 5 grams of fiber high in vitamin C and vitamin K rich in folate and potassium, contains sulforaphane, a plant compound with powerful antioxidant effects. Heart health benefit. The fiber in broccoli helps lower cholesterol. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure by balancing sodium levels in the body. And sulforaphane protects the lining of your blood vessels from oxidative stress, lowering the risk of plaque buildup. Olive oil, the good fat. Instead of frying tofu or smothering it in heavy sauces, this recipe uses just a touch of extra virgin olive oil for grilling. Olive oil is high in monounsaturated fats and polyphenols, which support heart health. Heart health benefit. Olive oil helps raise HDL, good higher cholesterol, and lower LDL oxidation, reducing the risk of artery blockages. It's a staple of the Mediterranean diet, one of the healthiest eating patterns in the world. Garlic, herbs, and spices. Adding flavor with garlic, herbs, and spices not only keeps sodium levels low, but also brings extra heart benefits. Garlic has been shown to lower cholesterol and blood pressure, while herbs like thyme or rosemary provide antioxidants. Heart health benefit. Better circulation and less inflammation without relying on salt. Low sodium marinade. Many tofu recipes rely on salty soy sauce for flavor. In this dish, we keep sodium in check by using low-sodium soy sauce or tamari plus lemon juice, garlic, and herbs. The result? Big flavor, little salt. Heart health benefit. Lower sodium means better blood pressure control, which is key for protecting the heart as we age. The winning combination together, tofu and broccoli, deliver a perfect balance: high-quality protein from tofu, plenty of fiber and antioxidants from broccoli, healthy fats from olive oil, low sodium and low saturated fat overall. This is exactly the kind of meal that fills you up, nourishes your heart, and helps keep weight, cholesterol, and blood pressure under control. What the research says. The American Heart Association recommends eating more plant-based proteins, like tofu, to reduce cardiovascular risk. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that eating soy protein regularly can help lower LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. Research in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that cruciferous vegetables like broccoli are associated with lower rates of heart disease and stroke. Practical benefits for older adults. Easy to chew and digest. Grilled tofu is softer than meat, making it gentle on the teeth and stomach. Light yet filling. You feel satisfied without feeling sluggish after eating. Supports bone health. Both tofu, with calcium set varieties, and broccoli provide calcium and vitamin K. Helps manage weight, low in calories but high in nutrients. This dish supports a healthy weight, which is important for heart health. A note of encouragement. Some people are skeptical of tofu because it's unfamiliar, but here's what I always remind my patients. Healthy eating doesn't mean giving up flavor or comfort. It means discovering new ways to enjoy food that also take care of your body. Grilling tofu with a tasty marinade, then pairing it with vibrant broccoli, creates a meal that's colorful, flavorful, and deeply satisfying. Even if it's new to you, give it a try. Your heart will thank you. In the next part, we'll head into the kitchen together. I'll show you exactly how to prepare and grill tofu so it comes out golden and flavorful, and how to cook broccoli so it stays crisp and nutrient-rich. You'll get simple, step-by-step instructions with US measurements, so it's easy to follow at home. This dish may sound fancy, but it's wonderfully simple. With just a few ingredients and straightforward steps, you'll have a colorful, heart-healthy meal ready in under 30 minutes. This recipe makes 4 servings. Ingredients, US measurements. For the tofu and broccoli: 1 block, 14 ounces, extra firm tofu, 4 cups broccoli, florets, about 1 large head of broccoli, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, divided, 2 cloves garlic, minced 1 tablespoon low-sodium soy sauce, or tamari, 1 tablespoon fresh lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt, optional. Optional garnishes: 1 tablespoon sesame seeds or chopped nuts, almonds, cashews, or walnuts. Extra squeeze of fresh lemon, fresh herbs, such as parsley or cilantro. Choosing the right ingredients. Tofu. Use extra firm tofu so it holds up well on the grill or pan. Softer tofu will crumble. Look for calcium-set tofu if available, which adds an extra boost of calcium. Broccoli. Fresh is best for crisp, tender results. If using frozen broccoli, thaw and pat dry before cooking so it doesn't steam too much. Oil. Stick with olive oil for heart health. A light brush helps tofu crisp without excess fat. Seasoning. The marinade is light but flavorful, designed to enhance tofu's natural taste rather than overpower it. Step-by-step instructions. Step 1. Prepare the tofu, drain the tofu, and wrap it in a clean kitchen towel or paper towels. Place a plate or light pan on top and let it sit for 15 minutes. This step presses out excess water so the tofu can absorb flavor and crisp up nicely. Cut the tofu into even slices or cubes about 1/2 inch thick. Step 2. Make the marinade. In a small bowl, whisk together 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, or tamari, 1 tablespoon fresh lemon juice, minced garlic, black pepper. Place the tofu pieces in a shallow dish and pour the marinade over them. Let sit for at least 10 minutes, or up to an hour if you have time. Step 3. Prep the broccoli. While the tofu marinates, cut broccoli into bite-sized florets. Toss them with 1 tablespoon olive oil, a pinch of salt, and black pepper. Keep it simple. The natural flavor of broccoli shines through when lightly seasoned. Step 4. Grill or roast the tofu. Grill method. Preheat a grill pan over medium heat. Lightly oil the surface and place tofu slices on the pan. Cook 4 to 5 minutes per side until golden and slightly crisp. Oven method. Preheat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. Arrange tofu on a parchment-lined baking sheet and bake for 20 to 25 minutes, flipping halfway through. Either method gives you tofu that's flavorful, firm, and lightly caramelized. Step 5. Cook the broccoli roasting. Spread broccoli on a baking sheet and roast at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes until bright green and tender with crispy edges. Steaming, gentler option. Place broccoli in a steamer basket over boiling water, cover, and steam for 4 to 5 minutes until crisp tender. Tip: roasting adds extra flavor, while steaming preserves the pure taste. Choose whichever you prefer. Step 6. Put it all together. Arrange the grilled tofu and broccoli on a plate. Drizzle with any leftover marinade or a fresh squeeze of lemon. Sprinkle sesame seeds or chopped nuts on top for added crunch and heart-healthy fats. Serving suggestions: serve over a bed of brown rice or quinoa for a more filling meal. Pair with a small mixed salad for added freshness. Enjoy with a slice of whole grain bread if you prefer a Western-style plate. Make ahead and storage tips: prep ahead. Press and marinate tofu the night before for deeper flavor. Leftovers: store in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. Reheat tofu in a skillet to restore crispness. Freezer: cooked tofu freezes well for up to 2 months. Thaw and reheat before serving. Cooking tips for older adults: use parchment paper or a non-stick pan to make cleanup easier and prevent sticking. Cut broccoli into smaller florets if chewing is difficult. Avoid too much oil. A light brush is enough for crispiness without unnecessary calories. Batch cook tofu. Grill or bake extra, and store portions for quick meals later in the week. A gentle reminder: this dish is more than just tofu and broccoli on a plate. It's a balanced, heart-supportive meal with lean plant protein, plenty of fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. It's the kind of dinner that keeps your arteries clear, your energy steady, and your taste buds happy. And the best part? It's simple enough to make on a weeknight, yet healthy enough to feel proud of every time you serve it. I've often said that one of the most powerful medicines for the heart isn't found in a pill bottle, it's found in the kitchen. And time and again, my patients have shown me how a simple meal can make a big difference in their health and quality of life. Let me share one story that I think you'll find inspiring. Linda's story, from skeptic to believer. Linda, a 69-year-old retired nurse, came to me with concerns about her rising cholesterol and blood pressure. She was active, she walked daily, but her eating habits still leaned heavily on old favorites. fried chicken, creamy casseroles, and red meat. When I suggested adding more plant-based meals, her face said it all. She sighed and told me, "Bill, tofu is tasteless. Broccoli is boring." I asked her to give my grilled tofu with broccoli recipe a try, just once. She reluctantly agreed, mostly to humor me. A week later, she walked into my office smiling. She said, "You know what? I actually liked it. The tofu had flavor, the broccoli was crisp, and I didn't feel stuffed or sluggish afterward." That one small success gave her confidence. Linda began making the dish once a week. Over the next 3 months, she also cut back on fried foods and added more vegetables to her meals. The results were clear. Her LDL cholesterol dropped by 20 points. Her blood pressure improved. She lost 8 pounds without dieting. Even more important, she told me she felt proud of herself. "I never thought I'd enjoy a plant-based meal," she said, "but now I look forward to it." Why her story matters. Linda's experience shows something I've seen countless times. It's not about making drastic, overwhelming changes. It's about starting with one simple swap, finding joy in it, and building from there. A meal like grilled tofu with broccoli doesn't just nourish the heart, it can shift how we think about food altogether. Additional nutrition tips for heart health. Make plant protein a regular guest. You don't have to give up meat entirely, but replacing a few meals a week with plant-based proteins like tofu, beans, or lentils can significantly lower cholesterol and reduce heart disease risk. Start small, maybe once or twice a week, and expand from there. Keep vegetables front and center. Broccoli is fantastic, but variety matters. Mix it up with other cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, or kale. They all carry similar heart protective compounds. Aim to fill half your plate with vegetables at lunch and dinner. Watch the salt. Many people add extra salt out of habit. Try using fresh herbs, garlic, citrus, or spices to enhance flavor without relying on sodium. In this recipe, the lemon juice and garlic bring brightness and depth without the need for much salt. Healthy oils, small amounts. Olive oil is excellent for your heart, but remember, more is not always better. A light drizzle or brush is plenty for flavor and health. If you find yourself pouring too freely, measure it out to keep portions controlled. Balance your plate. Pair tofu and broccoli with a serving of whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or whole wheat pasta. This gives you lasting energy, extra fiber, and a complete, balanced meal that leaves you satisfied. Keep it simple. One of the most common barriers I hear from older adults is that healthy cooking takes too much time. The truth is, meals like this one are quick and easy. Press the tofu while you chop the broccoli, let it marinate for 10 minutes, and then grill everything together. In under half an hour, dinner is ready. Common mistakes to avoid. Using too much oil. Tofu soaks up oil easily. Use just enough for grilling. Skipping the press step. Not pressing tofu leads to soggy, bland results. Taking a few minutes to press out water makes a big difference. Overcooking broccoli. Keep it crisp, tender to preserve nutrients and flavor. Relying on heavy sauces, creamy or salty sauces, can undo the heart benefits. Stick to light marinades with herbs, garlic, and citrus. A bigger picture. When you choose meals like grilled tofu with broccoli, you're sending your body a powerful message: I care about you. Each bite lowers strain on your heart, gives your blood vessels the nutrients they need, and helps you feel lighter and more energized. It's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. More energy to play with grandkids, more stamina to enjoy walks with friends, more confidence that your heart can keep up with the life you want to live. Well, my friends, here we are at the finish line of today's recipe. And what a journey it's been. From a simple block of tofu and a bunch of broccoli, we created something colorful, flavorful, and deeply nourishing for the heart. I hope you've seen that this dish is more than just food on a plate. It's a statement that we can care for ourselves and enjoy the process at the same time. Let's recap what this meal gives you. Plant protein without cholesterol from the tofu. Fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants from the broccoli. Healthy fats from olive oil and seeds or nuts. Light but satisfying flavor that leaves you energized instead of weighed down. This is the kind of meal that supports your body in the short term and protects your heart for the long term. Why these small steps matter. After more than 30 years of working with patients, I can tell you with confidence, it's never too late to make a change. And those changes don't have to be dramatic to make a difference. Replacing just 1 or 2 heavy meals each week with a lighter, plant-based recipe like grilled tofu with broccoli can help lower cholesterol, reduce blood pressure, and give you more energy for the things you love. Whether that's walking with friends, gardening, or simply enjoying time with your family. A challenge for you this week. Here's what I'd love for you to do. Try making grilled tofu with broccoli at least once this week. Don't just cook it. Really notice how you feel afterward. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel more satisfied without that heavy, sluggish feeling? Do you feel proud that you made a choice that's kind to your heart? Those little victories are what build momentum and create lasting change. Share your experience. If you do try this recipe, please come back and tell me how it went. Did you enjoy the flavors? Did you try any new seasonings or toppings? Did your family or friends like it? Your comments help inspire others who may be hesitant to try something new. Together, we can build a supportive community of people choosing to eat better, feel better, and live better. Stay connected for more recipes. This isn't the only heart-healthy dish I want to share with you. On Bill's Golden Heart Recipes, you'll find plenty more meals designed to be simple, affordable, and kind to your heart. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new recipe. Like this video to help more people discover it. Share it with someone you care about, a friend, a neighbor, or a family member who could use some encouragement on their heart health journey. A final word from me to you. Food is about more than just nutrients. It's about care. When we prepare a meal like grilled tofu with broccoli, we're saying to ourselves and to our loved ones, you matter. Your health matters. Our time together matters. Every choice adds up. Every bite is an opportunity. And every heart-friendly recipe is another step toward living not just longer, but better. So my friends, let's take care of our hearts, one meal at a time. I'll be here with more recipes, more encouragement, and more reasons to believe that healthy food can also be joyful food. Until next time, eat well, live fully, and always remember, your heart is worth every good choice you make.